Hey, this is Steven from LegitTechTutorials, and welcome to HTML5 tutorial number 11, Images. So we're going to talk about how to add images and other attributes that you could add to images to add more markup to your page and add more information. We're not really going to talk about like formatting images or what software to use. That's something that you would look for elsewhere. Anyways. So let's first talk about the first tag we're going to talk about, which is IMG, which is an IMG tag. Now inside the IMG tag, we're going to have a source, which equals, I have this link here, which goes to one of my legit PC images that I found on the internet. So that is the URL where you put the destination of the image, and then you have the alt. And this alt is basically what you would see if, for whatever reason, the image did not render. So we're going to say the legit PC logo. So that's what the alt is, and then we finally have the title, which is more of a description about it. So we're gonna say logo of the legit PC YouTube channel that talks about PC stuff, about everything PC. Okay, so if you can't see the image, it'll tell you it's the legit PC logo. And if you hover over it or whatever, it will tell you that this guy is the extra definition you see here. Okay, now let's go ahead and go to oops. And I need to close that bracket. And there you go, there you see it. And if you hover over it, let me make sure, okay, there you go. See, it's not cut off. It says logo of the legit PC YouTube channel that talks about everything PC. And if you weren't to see that, it would tell you this alt. So this is, alternative to that image. What is it? And the title of that image, which is kind of the description. Okay, now we're going to talk about some other attributes that you could also do in CSS, but right now we're going to talk about it in HTML. So we have width equals, I know it's a 250 by a 250 image. And actually, you see that for whatever reason, it somehow popped up there that it knew that it was 250. Also, by the way, you need this forward slash. So basically, why would you have the height and width there is that an image takes longer to load than the rest of the HTML document. So this will reserve that space for the image to be in there. So it doesn't, create any goofy stuff, and it will have a box where that image would pop up and just have the text. Otherwise, the text would crunch up, and then the image would load, and then the text would pop back up. So in this case, the text would stay where it would be, and then it would wait to load the image. Once the image is loaded, it would pull that in there, and that would finish loading the screen. And then everything is where it is, and nothing moves or anything like that. Now let's talk about placement of these guys. So determining on how you place it in your text, it will determine whether it places it on top, indented with, or inside. So let's go ahead and do a little of each of those. So if you have a P after that and you have, gibberish, let me see how quick I can put stuff in there. And then you close that P. Then you'll have it underneath. That's the on top, what I'm saying here. But if you take this P and you pull it out and you put it over here, then now it should be in front, but it's indenting it. But it should be in front. If you have the P before the image, then it goes in front of then it should line up here, but there's too much text, or it's indenting it or something. I don't know why, but it should be right here with this guy. Yeah, it should be right there. Anyways, okay, and then of course you have finally it being inside of text, so surrounded by text. And there you go. You see that the image is inside the text. Now, if I had a smaller image, you would definitely see this here, indented here, but now you can definitely see this effect where it is physically in the middle of the paragraph of the text. And that is to your discretion how you want to have things layered in there to do what you want. Probably you're going to have the image first and then the P after that, and just work with that off of that guy there, and just do that, because you don't need to deal with it being, or you could have it how I said, have P and then the image without any of this writing here, and have it this way with it underneath or butted up with it. But I would say get the P out and pull it down here. It's also a lot easier to read too. You don't have tags appearing above, nesting other tags inside of it and doing crazy weird stuff. Alright, so now we're going to talk about how you do a figure. So this is similar to what you see when you have an image and it has a little caption underneath it and describing what the image is. So we're going to use the figure tag, and we're going to indent this, try to get a little more easier to read. So then we're going to have this guy. Where's the end of it? So we're going to go to the end, and we're going to give it a break tag and break it, and then we're going to give it a figure caption, fig caption, and then we're going to say the legit PC YouTube logo. And then we're going to close the fig caption and close the figure. And we're going to get rid of this guy. So now you see here it is indented out and it adds this figure in there. And if you hover over it, it still tells you, logo of the legit PC YouTube channel, everything PC. So those are the different types of things that you could add to your text document. To your HTML documents, and the attributes that you would want to do. And of course, the whole thing is not necessarily adding these in there. It's picking the proper image formats and the sizes of the image. And there's also a whole bunch of other things that have been deprecated. Things that have been got rid of in HTML5 from the previous HTMLs, and that is old code that you might see, but we're not going to go over that because it's not HTML5 anymore. It is gone. It's gone past. So now we're working on HTML5, and we'll worry about all those other stuff and maybe most of this stuff and CSS. So this has been Steven from LegitTechTutorials, and this is a quick look at images. So just to recap, we have the URL inside the image source, and the tag is image. Then you do src source, and then you have the URL, and then the file type, which is a JPEG here, and then you have the alt. So this is the alternative to if the image does not display, it'll say the legit PC logo. And the title is what would happen if you hover over it, like so. And also for screen readers. And then the width and the height are what you're going to use to save that space on your document to add so that it doesn't have all the text crammed and then open up for your picture, so everything stays organized out and your picture loads once it gets the chance. And then of course you have the figure caption, which is a figure here, a tag figure, and then fig caption, and then this is the caption underneath, and then ending the figure. Alright, so Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe for other videos in this series and other series like it. And if you have any questions, email me. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Take it easy.